Well, we are here at Walmart in Marianna, Florida. And this is the stop before our not our last stop, but our main stop, which is going to be Panama City. So we're going to hang out with my brother and my sister-in-law's family. We've not done that yet, and so that's what we're here for. So we're going to go into Walmart and do the Walmart thing, and we'll be right back.
Look at it. Remember, kids who are part of the greatest generation built it. The famous duck in 1938 really was Donald Duck.
We came out of the cave, and of course, it's raining. Well, guys, we have decided to take a little detour, and because one reason is because we have some extra time due to the time change, and that's something that you need to think about during travel. Due to the time change, we were going to be extra early as far as check-in to where we're going. So we did some research, and we got a state park. It's called
Florida Caverns State Park.
Florida Caverns State Park. It's in Marianna,
Florida.
Marianna, Florida. So we're gonna try to go see if we can take the tour. It was $5 to get in to the park, and then you have access to whatever. Now there is a campground here. He said it's an older one, and we were told that our 33-foot may fit because it was built in the 70s. So
before campers got really big.
Right. So right now what we're going to do is, are we going to eat lunch first? Or are we going to just go?
No, let's go first.
Yeah, we might better go because look. So being in a cave might be better. Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay, so we got 45 minutes before the tour starts. We were able to get on the 12:15 one. So we're gonna go back to the camper, get us a snack, and then get ready for the tour.
Can be like 2 feet long, and they get very, very thick, and they use those needles to make those intricate patterns in that pottery. Videos and pictures using a flash as you like in the cave, and feel free to use your own flashlights and cell phones as a flashlight if necessary. It's one step down to the left. Please watch your head as we go into the cave.
There's a possibility I'm gonna do it.
This first area in the cave, it is called the transitional room. We call it that because your eyes need to get adjusted. Your glasses sometimes fog up. And it's one step to the left. Please be careful. And the last one in again is shutting the door so the dragon won't get out. And also note, that door is not the only one into the cave. We actually have 3 doors to our cavern. You're never too far from a safe exit, so at any time if you need, you can let me know. This is our most popular room on the entire tour. This room is called wedding room. It's called the wedding room. Why? Because of this white calcited tower behind me. It is said to resemble a wedding cake. Watching your head and steps as we go to the next area. Please be careful going into our next room, and please don't go to the left. The area to the left is called the Forbidden Passage. Watch your head and please. Now, as you're entering in this room, and I mentioned already that the cave was excavated by children, the CCC workers. 1937, they discovered the cave. 38, they began to work in here. They built the museum first. Now, when the kids in 38 entered this area right here, they saw this figure. They said it looks like a duck. And it was a famous duck in 1938. Really, it was Donald Duck. Because in 1938, Walt Disney was popular, but not Land of the World. It wasn't made yet. But they saw these are all fractured. And then they decided to call this the fracture room. And this brimstone pool is shaped like the continent of South America. World War I vets training those children saw the shape and said that's what it reminded them of. So this room was given the name the South American Room. Yes! Yay! Let's give her a hand. Now, when I turn this light out, you can't see your hand in front of your face. We do it just to emphasize when those kids were here, they had no lights. And they ran out of dark stuff. South American room, these are only smaller. Some are filling with water, some are completely filled, some are totally. That is how the cave got discovered by a gentleman by the name of Oliver Shalifo. He worked for the National Forestry Department. It was his job to find another cave to do a tour. While walking in the forest under a tree, he discovers the opening, comes in, sets up the CCC campground, and that is how they entered the cave. This is an original lantern they actually carried. They filled with kerosene. There's a hook on top of that lamp. They would take that lantern and hang it up here on this nail. There's another type of lantern as well that is hanging. And this thing in the ceiling, it kind of looks like a white shiny bowl in the ceiling. Remember I said them kids was fed 3 meals a day. Those are pretty big bowls. That's what they fed them kids out of. Now, how did it get up there? Well, maybe they were Greek and he threw it up and said, Opa. Maleficent's castle. Everybody named Mama got a castle, kid, except Elsa's castle from Frozen because it's shiny, white, it's glittering like snow. That is calcite, and that also heard it called Mount Everest, okay? Also, I've had the honor of walking about 9 separate families on tour sides that are just crawl spaces. Every single room we've walked through originally is just crawl space. The young men who came, worked here, grade school kids even, the first group crawled on their bellies, mapped out the cave, paid $1 a day. Literally, they worked until, as kids, December 6, 1941. The reason this is left unfinished and very primitive even for the cave, December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor attack. That date work stopped. Those young men who were of age were then drafted into the armed services. Many went on to fight in World War II, never making it back home. Originally, their only goal was to eat. Many of those young kids were the background for their families to survive. Also, that museum, when you go back look at it. Remember, kids who are part of the greatest generation built it. It survived Hurricane Michael, every hurricane also since or before then as well. That is the greatest generation. Greatest day I ever had on my job. I met a gentleman, 93, World War II vet. We met outside, right at the benches. I literally judged him. I thought he can't walk the tour. I tried to get him to stay up in the museum, watch it for free. That soldier looked me in my eye and said, I want to walk it. Respectfully, we walked it. Took an extra hour. He had no cane. I'll never forget him. I talk about him every day in this room. This is why I never joke here. When he got into this area, we literally broke in tears thanking him. Not only was he a survivor of World War II, he also told us he worked for the CCC in the CP-12 division that actually excavated this cave. Wow. He just wanted to walk through it one more time. Wow. We boo-hooed. That was the greatest day on this job. In that area, so no one gets wet. This area we're walking under is called the tall man's torture, short man's revenge. That's what you get for being tall and sexy.
Yeah.
Please watch your head. The tall man's torture. Short man's revenge. And in that next room, I'll reveal my dragon if she's in there. I'm gonna get out of the cave. This is the tour that never ends.
Did you like that?
Some days there's snakes come out of the hole. Don't do it. That's good.
Very good.
Yes. And as you go up the walkway to the right, you're gonna see trees still lying down from Hurricane Michael. Please watch your head and foot in and thank you. And thank you for all you kids.
Sorry, I don't got my money.
That's okay. All you kids, stay in school so you don't have to work in a cave.
We came out of the cave, and of course, it's raining. We're not too far from the truck though. You couldn't even tell it was raining in there. Something else, couldn't hear what was going on outside. She's smart, she's got her raincoat. Okay, y'all.
Hey y'all, we did it!
I'm wet.
But the cave experience was a lot of fun. We had a great guide, Joni or Honeybee,
Oh,
whichever.
Honeybee. Yeah.
She was good, and it was just an interesting experience. So this was our third time ever going in a cave.
Yeah.
We did 2 in Tennessee. No, 1 in Tennessee, 1 in Chattanooga. I mean, 1 in Sevierville.
Sevierville.
1 in Chattanooga.
So
and
this
then here. So
this
this
is
is
4, right? Third time.
Third time.
Okay.
This is our third time going in the cave, and yeah, it was good.
So it's raining. So we're gonna travel in the rain. So the next clip, we should be reaching our destination. Stay with us.
Alrighty.
All the way to the end and turn left, right?
All the way to the end, turn left. Site 122. We are at Sun Outdoor RV Resort in Panama City, Florida. This is what the sites and all look like. It looks like they have cabins over there, or cottages. Speed limit 5.5. Don't forget the half. And the half. And we're going to site 122.